Welcome back to my channel. It's still me, your girl, Plove. How you doing? How's family going? I want to appreciate you for all the support so far. Okay, so in today's video, we are here to meet a Kuwaiti in the name Mr. Yaser. He was a very young man who is so ambitious, and he traveled all the way from Kuwait to the United States of America for his PhD program. But the unfortunate thing happened. And you know what? We want to meet him now to know what really happened. Let's get to meet him. Hello, sir. Good day. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
It's so good to meet you. Thank you so much for the privilege for this interview. I don't take it for granted. So please, our audience would like to meet you, if you don't mind.
Yes, well, my name is Yaser Albahri, and I'm a citizen of Kuwait. And I'm 46 years old right now. I will be 46 soon. I was in the States of America from 1998 all the way to 2019. Total of 22, 23 years. Half of it was in colleges, cities, and towns. And the other half, unfortunately, I was in American prisons, where I saw the unseen and I witnessed the stuff that most people don't know nothing about. It was a lot of experience. I tell you that much.
Thank you so much for that. We know that you traveled to America for your PhD program, but along the way, you also started a business. Do you mind telling us why you did that? Because I know you have just your student visa. How were you able to start up a business over there?
Okay, well, you know, I went to the States in 1998 as a student, as a graduate student from Kuwait. I had a full scholarship from Kuwait University to go and pursue my MA and my PhD. And I finished my MA from Boston College. Then I went to Florida State University, where I started doing my PhD program. While doing the PhD program, I said, you know what? Why not always look for other alternatives besides school? Why not open up a business in the States of America? After all, this is the land of the free.
Yeah.
This is the land of opportunity.
Yes, sure.
The land of the free, the opportunity, and I am the brave.
Oh my God.
So I said, okay, why not? It's a single roll of the dice. Why not just throw the dice and see? Is it going to be snake eye, or is it going to be 6 on 6? Well, I threw the dice, and it was a snake eye, unfortunately. But to answer your question, when I went there, I had the F1 visa, which means student visa, that I was not allowed to open up businesses.
Okay.
So I hired an immigration lawyer, and I paid him in cash, and I told him, listen, I would like to open up businesses, and you do all the paperwork for me.
Okay.
And it cost me a lot of money. It cost me about $20,000 just to fix the papers. And I was on my way to get the permanent citizenship, the permanent residency. Then the shit hit the fan.
This is so serious.
Serious business.
Yeah, sure. Okay. And I know you spent quite a number of years in the prison. And we want to know what happened. Was it through the business, or what happened for you to have spent such amount of years in the prison?
Well, you know, most of it, you know, is online. If you go to Florida State, you will see, you know, what they say happened. And I have my own version of the story. But, you know, I own businesses. And when I started making a lot of money, a lot of eyes started looking at, okay, well, this guy got a lot of money. Why not we get a piece of it? And they did not want to take a piece of it in a good way. They wanted to take it in a bad way. I was a rising star. I was making a lot of money. One of my shops was making me at least $3,000 a day.
Oh my God.
So envious people came, and before you know it, started working for me. At first, you know, I started seeing, you know, crazy stories. But, you know, the crazy stories aside, to make the short story shorter, I hired a female, was a white female, was white, young female, and she accused me of sexual harassment. And in the States of America, it is very hard for a minority, whether be it a black, whether be it, from African origins, or from the Middle East, or Indian, or Pakistani, or from Bangladesh, with a funny name like my name or whatever. It's very hard for you to stand in a court of law and get justice. Most of the time, the minute you show up, you already look half guilty because of the way you look, because your name is hard to pronounce, and because people mentality usually, he wouldn't be guilty. He would not be guilty. He would not be guilty because he's already here. He wouldn't be in the box, in the accused box, not doing nothing. He must have done something. The police would not just make up a story.
Yeah, sure.
So that's how they started the whole thing. And unfortunately, I went to trial and I lost. And the judge did not spare me. While she was giving everybody 8 years, 4 years for the same crime, she gave me extra. I guess it was Christmas time for them. She gave me 15 years.
My goodness.
She gave me a bonus. I'm taking it in a light way. It's a serious business. I was in prison and I saw a lot of crazy stuff, but I'm taking it in a light way because I realized that I either cry about it or laugh it off. So I decided to laugh it off and brush it off. To me, it was only a small chapter of my life. The best is yet to come.
My goodness, 15 good years in prison for a crime you did not commit?
Of course not.
So how was your experience right in the prison there? How?
Well, it was hell. It was hell on earth. Imagine, you have to watch out not only for the guards, the police who are there, not to make sure you are safe. They are there to make sure supposedly society is safe from you. So the guards, because they get so bored, they start playing games on inmates. And some of them, become, that very, very bad child who like to torture cats just because the cat is weak. So we became that cat in the box, that cat in prison, that the guard has all the power to torture and have fun just because he was bored. Just because his superiors did not tell him, hey man, stop, don't do this. As a matter of fact, sometimes their superiors will encourage them to do as a way of punishment. So I have to put up with all that. I have to put up with the guards, the so-called correctional officers. I had to put up with them, but also I had to watch out for the other animals with me in the cage, the prisoners. Some of them were innocent. Some of them were in the wrong time, wrong place. Some of them were really good people, just like I think I am a good guy. But also, there were also others, the hard criminal, the hardcore killers, rapists. Intimidation was everywhere. Beatings was everywhere. Killing was everywhere. So being a prisoner in the United States of America in their prison was like you are in a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. You watch for the guards, you watch for the inmates, you watch for this, you watch that. You go to sleep. By the way, you don't even sleep there. You only take cat naps. One eye always open. Because if it's not the guards coming after you, it's your fellow inmates coming after you. If they see, for example, you got a nice brand new shoes you just bought off canteen, they want that. They're willing to break your nose and take it from you. That's why, being in American prisons, you have to put up a little bit weight, you have to work out a little bit, you have to make sure that you are able to fend yourself from the other animals with you in the same cage.
Oh, that's a horrible experience. We see them in movies and all that. And I see you now, you are out from the prison and you are not living like someone whose life was, will I say, battered somehow, because that is injustice, if I should say. You were able to bounce back, pick up yourself, you published books and doing well in your business. So I want to ask, how were you able to bounce back, pick up yourself. You're not being dragged down by the past. You're not letting it to hold you bound.
Okay, well, I think of myself very highly. I have so much confidence in who I am.
Okay.
I have so much confidence in my abilities. To others, my abilities might be limited, and maybe they are. But to me, I think I am untouchable. I think I am irresistible. I think I am anything I put my hands, anything I have put my fingers on, I think. And I should always think that of myself. And everybody should think that of themselves too. You have to think that you are the main one. You are the number one. You have to give yourself 110% confidence in who you are, because don't expect it from others. That's the only way you will bounce back from any misfortune, from any misgivings, from any bad situation you've been through. And I had to do it the hard way. In prison, I sat down and I wrote, and I kept writing, and I kept writing, I kept writing. I kept teaching myself. I taught myself the English language better. I taught myself the Spanish language.
Wow.
I started learning sign language, the American Sign Language. I started, I thought to myself, as a resume, need to be filled with good stuff, even though I was in prison. I taught myself the American stock market. I had papers. I taught others the Arabic language. I taught Americans the English language, especially grammar. So, to me, I think of myself that anything I put my hands on, I will turn it into gold. And everybody should think that way of themselves if they want to make it back from any bad situation they've been through. So today, all praise is due to Allah. Within 1 year after coming back from prison, I have Twitter account, thousands of people there, tens of thousands. I have 2 YouTube channels. One of them has 600,000. The other one has 120,000. I have an Instagram account, has about 250,000 followers. Snapchat, about 140,000 followers. I have 9 published books. Within 1 year, I was able to purchase my own land to build a beach house on it, on the most expensive area in Kuwait. And the best is yet to come. This is nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Mr. Yaser is saying that.
You ain't seen nothing
Oh
yet.
my goodness, this is amazing, it's mind-blowing. Having self-confidence is very important, it's crucial, it's essential in life. I can imagine someone being unjustly accused, and not just that, wasting away 15 years of someone's life, and the person comes out and still feels that confident, still feels that his life is worth it, still feels that this is not me. I have to move out there. I have to go for it. I have to be extraordinary. That's what I call it. It didn't just see it as 15 years has been wasted. Oh my God, what do I do? Let me just no. He got up back there and he's making it happen. And you hear what he said, you aren't seeing nothing yet. I'm so proud of you, sir, for this, really, because it's a depressing thing that happened. And I've been to your channel, I've watched some of your interviews, and I see people's comments. There's a particular guy that said he just came out from prison over there in US, and what I read he wrote touched me. He said that you're such a good person that he feels so depressed. He feels his career, physically, psychologically, everything about him, he feels so depressed. So now for someone who has gone to prison for what he or she didn't do and out, what advice would you give to such a person? Is it a moment to feel all hope is lost? Please watch out for the final interview. God bless you.